Thank you, Tatiana. Now, welcome back to Saturday Morning Live with Esther and Phil.
Now, the people of Uxbridge made their concerns known when it comes to ULEZ in the by-election this week.
Is this the start of the motorist fight back? With over 33 million cars on the road, will this be the deciding factor for the next general election? Joining us now to discuss this is the leader of the Reform Party, Richard Tice. Morning, Richard. So, is it the motorists' fight back? Could this swing the next general election? Motorists have said, you know what, you've fleeced us for long enough in the name of the environment, and it isn't true.
Absolutely, without question. This is the beginning of the fight back by motorists and by voters against the madness of net zero, Phil and Esther, because that's what's driving all of this. That's what's driving Sadiq Khan's complete obsession with climate change, with net zero, frankly, to the detriment of Londoners about other issues. This was a remarkable turnaround. You've got a Labour candidate who, when he actually started knocking on doors, he panicked and realised this was a major issue. So he did a U-turn, and then his leader thought about doing a U-turn on one day and then flip-flopped on another day when talking to LBC. And look, the truth is that quite rightly, they have been sent away with the tail between the legs. This is the second time, of course, because in Cambridge City, in a council by-election just a few weeks back, a councillor from your party, the Conservatives, not often elected, I think for the last dozen years in Cambridge, he won on the basis of a campaign against the congestion charge in Cambridge. So this is clearly the beginning of the fight back, but it's more than just the motorists. It's the voters saying, we don't want this huge cost that is imposed on all of us by net zero. So I actually think we should be calling out this week, this is peak net zero madness, and we have a chance of winning against the eco cult.
Richard, obviously for the London mayoral election, you've got Howard Cox as your candidate, who's sort of the ultimate defender of the motorist, who's been doing it for many years. Obviously, the London mayoral election next year, for the first time, like the Uxbridge by-election, is going to be done on first past the post. Didn't the Uxbridge by-election show that if people want to beat Sadiq Khan and they want to stop the expansion of ULEZ and all the rest of it, the only way of doing that is by voting Conservative?
No, not at all, because we didn't stand a candidate in Uxbridge. What it shows is that actually what motorists want, what our candidate Howard Cox, the ultimate campaigner on behalf of motorists for over a decade, motorists support what, and indeed Londoners, Uxbridge voters, support what Howard Cox stands for, which is to scrap not only the expansion, but actually the existing ULEZ, which again is a tax on the poor. People want to get rid of all the dreadful low traffic neighbourhood schemes that are actually causing more pollution and more congestion. And in many areas, we don't need the 20-mile-an-hour limit that actually is slowing down traffic, makes no difference at all to safety, as data clearly shows from the University of Belfast. And that's what motorists want. So Howard's the guy who's standing up for Londoners and getting London moving. I think it'll be a very exciting election, without question.
Richard Tice, leader of Reform UK, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.